Bible is growing more and more despised among the heathen. And also, you're starting to lose your influence. The more these nations flex and ramp up their military might, the more they starting to see you're insignificant to them. You see, they're not really afraid of America like that anymore, like they used to be. All right, because that technology is spreading. And you also got Russia that supplies a lot of these countries that don't get along with America, which proves that in prophecy pursuant to Ezekiel the 38th chapter, that Gog and Magog will be a guard unto these nations. And Turkey is on that list. It talks about Gomer and Tergama. That's talking about Turkey, which used to be called Asia Minor. All right, and you also got them that's stepping in and voicing their disapproval on how the U.S. is responding to the attacks on the Palestinians. You know, because they're Muslim brothers, so to speak. Okay, so Turkey is coming out and denouncing what's going on, and you're also gonna find out based on reports that they just found out that the U.S. just got caught in it's like a $735 million arms sale to Israel just a couple weeks before this attack started happening. So their hand, you already know that their hand is all in this. All right, they're basically, Amalek got the hammer of the earth in their back pocket. So they're over there causing all that mischief and attacking, but they're getting their abilities from the great whore. Which is why ultimately they're going to be on their own when this war takes place. Everybody's going to be aligned against them. So let's play this little clip right here, and then we're going to get Jeremiah 49.
Publicly, this has not been an issue that's a priority for the Biden administration. In fact, foreign policy in general has not been a priority for the Biden administration. Now, of course, in that respect, it's easy then to fall back on the traditional response or position that the U.S. has always held, that the two sides are equated, that it's there's usually a condemnation of rockets coming from Gaza, and simply words of regret at the number of Palestinians who die in any given conflict between the two sides. And of course, also the U.S. Usually goes back to this idea of the two-state solution, even though by many accounts, many Palestinians will tell you that the two-state solution really has no merit when there is so little land left to claim. But that's what we know publicly. Now, what we're hearing privately, we know that the U.S. media outlet Axios here has been reporting that the Biden administration has in fact been privately pushing the Israelis to bring the hostilities to an end, and has certainly pushed them on putting a hold on these evictions of families in Sheikh Jarrah. We do know that Biden's national security advisor, who had a call with his counterpart last Saturday, that call led to then that temporary hold or the postponement of the hearing that the Israeli Supreme Court was supposed to have on these forced expulsions. So there's certainly an effect, and we understand that effect is really being led by the progressive wing of the Democratic Party.
And all these nations are seeing it, man. You know, so it's just going to increase. You know, them being despised. You know, that hatred is going to continue to grow for both Babylon and Amalek that occupy our land, the Holy Land. All right, which is going to cause and stir up this war that's going to draw out all these nations, man. Because you heard the brother. the elder brother in the debate, Gad Iwan, and he called a bitch Kabbalah Harris, okay? And she's voicing, she's basically stating that, hey, we're going to protect them at all costs. She's saying that she's down. She's getting piped down by one of them, so that only makes sense, okay? But hey, help the further the continuance of the fulfillment of prophecy, man, because that's all you're doing. It's gonna lead to you and your allies, all right, your small hats getting totally annihilated, wiped the hell out, man. So let's go to Jeremiah, the 49th chapter, and let's start at 15. Start at verse 14. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen. So not only did Prophet Obadiah, prophesy this, but also Jeremiah too. So they both saw the nations being gathered, to battle. But it's this last great, war, which is the war of Armageddon. All right, gather ye together and come against her and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among men. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, and they exalt themselves as the eagle, that's their symbol, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. And also the fact that they have a space force, all right? They believe that they'll never be taken out of power, but they gonna find out. Verse 17, also Edom shall be a desolation, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah in the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall a man neither shall a son of man dwell in it. All right, and that applies to America, Babylon the Great, okay, which happens to be controlled and ruled by the Edomites. All right, read Psalms 137 chapter, around the 8th, 9th verse, and it basically gives you that connection. It gives you that link. O daughter of Edom. All right, it says, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the inhabitants of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her, who is who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her, or who is like me, or who will appoint me the time, or who is that shepherd that will stand before me. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom and his purposes, that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. And who is the least of the flock? Them damn rats, man. Them bastards over there. They finna be the cause of drawing out all these countries over this conflict, man. Because they want to, increase in wealth and in power, and oppress every man in his house and his heritage. So that war is brewing. It says, surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. They're going to be destroyed. The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. So they're gonna get wet up, man. They're gonna get hit. Okay? And then, once they get devastated over there, it's gonna make room for the true Israelites to return. And we're gonna bring these other nations over there, and they're gonna build up, the ruins, man. The desolate places. There's gonna be inhabited by us. Okay, because that land is polluted. The heathens control it. They got it in possession. They got their idols over there. They got their temples over there. So they got to get cleaned out. So the Lord is being strategic by causing war between them over there in that area. Okay. So anyway, I just want to cover, these clips that I had up, was showing you that not only is the Lord's preparing these nations for war, and the weak is coming out saying that they're strong, and also Esau is becoming more and more despised among men. prophecy is taking place, man, and that's why we got to constantly watch. All right, watch as well as pray. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna close. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai, and until the next lesson, Shalom.